Episode 322.
Hey, the official podcast coming at you hot. It's episode 322, and someone brought up a topic, I already forgot who it was, about Ollie London. We've talked about him before. He's the... Oh, is you Kai? Nice.
Bastard.
Banger. It's a banger topic, and I don't even know if you know what's going on.
My work is done. I'll leave now.
So,
so who is Ollie London?
He's the guy that we talked about quite a while ago. Everyone talked about, actually. He got the surgery to look Korean because he is a huge BTS stan, specifically Jimin. He wanted to look exactly like Jimin. So he spent, I think it was $250,000 on all kinds of plastic surgery to look Korean. Very weird stuff. But not many people keep up with him anymore. I checked in about 2 weeks ago. He has completely done a 180 on all of it, so he hates what he's done, he hates the plastic surgery stuff, and now he speaks for Newsmax, talking about American children needing protection. So he's gone into like a more of a political stance on everything, and doesn't...
Oh, he's doing a Milo.
Yeah, Milo.
Okay. Yep. He's pulling pretty much a Milo.
Do you think it's all cope, or is it just a grifter? But then again, a grifter wouldn't spend $250,000 to get surgery. He must be insane.
Yeah, no, he's definitely got some screws loose in that noodle of
mental
his,
illness.
But yeah, there's definitely a mental illness in there. But I really do think it is mainly grifting, because when he was doing all the K-pop stuff, that's when K-pop standom was at its peak. So he started making K-pop music. He got all of that surgery done and everything to get his name out there. That well's dried up, so now he's going to the next big thing, which is just like political talking points and being a political head. So I'm pretty sure it's just grifting, but it's such a wild thing to see. When I checked in, his first video was like my interview with Newsmax, and the topic was something about American children being in danger from demonic influences or some fucking weird shit. So yep.
Ollie London is fucking hysterical because wasn't he trying to wedge the pride flag into the Korean flag, or maybe vice versa, and everybody got mad at him, and everybody was like, this isn't a sexual orientation, you can't just identify as Korean.
I don't remember.
That was fucking funny.
I don't remember that.
Maybe. So, I do. It was a tweet. Everybody was mad at him for it.
It's socially frowned upon, obviously, to do that kind of stuff. Or it is with other cultures or whatever. Like, wasn't there the chick who identified as black?
There's two now. Yeah, you're talking about Rachel Dolezal.
Yeah, I feel like that was
that lady. I don't think she's a grifter, because she's been doing that for like a fucking decade now, and she is still going strong. She has not given up on the blackface.
Jesus Christ! Wait, who is this? I don't know who that is.
What? You've never heard of the lady who identifies as black?
I mean, I've heard of someone or some people that do that, but never like a prominent figure. Usually just like a one-off weirdo.
Well, yeah, I mean, she is a one-off weirdo, but she's also not like big or super well known. It's usually just a camera crew that'll pull up to her house and ask, so you're transracial, huh?
Transracial.
And she goes, yeah, I've always felt black.
Who is it?
It's a lot.
Rachel who?
Dolezal.
Oh, wow, that came up the second I looked up Rachel. It is crazy that Google is actually listening. I've never Googled Rachel Dolezal. I very rarely Google the name Rachel in general, and somehow that was the #1 suggestion.
Is she like the most famous Rachel?
No chance. Absolutely no fucking chance.
So how much shit did Ollie London catch?
Well, so one of the big things that he did that caught him a lot of shit, even aside from the weirdness of the Korean plastic surgery, he made a thing about like he's getting his dick shrunk to be more Korean, which is beyond offensive. So that's the one that landed him in the most hot water.
Yeah, I can see how.
Yeah,
okay,
so
that's a pretty good troll.
The guy is fucking unhinged.
It's not a troll. It's really not a troll, right?
No, the guy. I think he's actually
that's something
unhinged.
he said, and not just a comment you saw dunking on him.
No. He made a whole statement about it. So, like, if you look it up, Ollie London reveals plans for penis reduction surgery.
transracial influencer Ollie London has revealed that he's looking into getting penis reduction surgery as his laundry list of cosmetic procedures continues to grow. Oh my god.
Yeah.
He
How would
said,
they
I don't want
reduce
people
the
to get offended
penis?
by this. Hang on. I don't want people to get offended by this, but in Korea, the average penis is like 3.5 inches, and I get trolled all the time. People say, oh, you can't be Korean. You're not 100% Korean. And I just want to be 100% Korean.
Yeah, fucking wild.
He's using science, Charlie.
Oh my god.
Well, just because the average penis size in Korea is 3.5, which I don't know if that's true or not, but just going off what Ollie London is saying, even if it is the average, why can't he just have a large Asian penis? Why does he need to bring it down to the
move
average?
there, be a god among men.
Yeah.
I guess he just really wants to blend in.
I don't know.
The guy is like actually fucking unhinged. But yeah,
That's
crazy
awesome.
turnaround
It's
though
just-
to go from that to Newsmax interviews and shit.
Oh, hold up. So did he get the surgery before he did a 180?
I
Is
don't
he stuck with a
think
tiny
so.
penis now? That would be
I'm
fucking awesome.
I'm not positive if he did. This was actually February of 2022. So I don't know if there's a follow-up on if he actually got the surgery or not.
Why does science
why would
make
you-
it so that we can shrink our penises? Why is there no enlargement surgery?
That's what I always say. It's so fucking weird. Like the
know,
amount of
right?
micro penises is actually kind of impressive. I looked it up on stream once and I can't remember what the
Impressive?
number was. Yeah, like it's actually a high number of men that have like an actual clinical micro penis in
We
America.
talked about this before. It's like, isn't it like 3 in 1,000 people or something?
That's so
Yeah,
many
it-
micro penises.
It is something like that. It's actually a pretty high number of dudes with micro penises, and there's nothing they can do about that. But
So
somehow you
mean.
can like reduce it instead of grow it, which is crazy.
Apparently, Ollie is jealous of those people. Oh, according to Wikipedia, it's about 1.5 in 10,000 males, which is still a bunch.
That's a lot.
Oh,
What I was gonna
that's
say
still-
though,
that's still a
there's like
lot.
entire you don't need surgery to even reduce your penis size. There are entire communities on Reddit like dedicated to sissification and shit. They just lock their dicks up in smaller and smaller cock cages, and over time
And
the
that
thing just
trains your
fucking
cock?
atrophies.
What if we locked ours
yeah,
in
just fucking
bigger
smooshes
and
it
bigger
down.
cages? Would that work?
Yeah.
Then it's just got a lot of.
It's got to grow.
It gets jealous. It's like, man, I want to fill up all this space. I'm gonna go ahead and start expanding.
New habitat.
Like the universe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Men have tried a lot. Pills, dick pumps.
Jelking.
What is it called? Jelking?
Classic, yeah, jelking is the classic
Jelking.
I
maneuver.
don't think any of that shit works.
Is
I
that
used
like
to
where
be-
you
I
just
used to
stretch it
believe
out?
Yeah.
It's where you jerk
that was a
off in
fun
a specific
topic.
manner. So I think you do like a hook hand, and you're supposed to do like big long pulls when you jerk off, and it's supposed to over time stretch your wiener.
I feel like it would just tear your skin. That's the only thing that would accomplish.
Well, it just doesn't accomplish anything. It's just jerking off, but in a goofier way. Joking never
What?
worked.
I mean, I guess the answer is because there's no muscle in your penis, but you can make other parts of your body bigger. It seems so unfair that you can't alter the size of your penis. Even women can change the size of their tits by like, I don't know, eating a lot, I guess. But we can't do anything with our penises. Fucking sucks.
Eating a lot for
Isn't
us
it-
makes it smaller if you get big and fat.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? Yeah. Wow, good
Yeah,
point,
that too.
Jackson. No matter how much
Then
you
your
eat, your
fupa
dick stays
will
the same
start to obscure
size.
it.
Oh, you you sounded so condescending then. I'm so used to you being condescending towards whatever I say at this point that I thought you were just bullying me.
Why would I be bullying? You're absolutely right. What would I be bullying you over?
I have no clue. It's just the way you said it. Yeah. It seems to fly in the face of science, right? Like, why? Why did God make us this way that our penis never changes size or shape?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They
Is there
should-
something in the penis that makes it so?
Well, the penis is like, what is it? The caprus spongiosum and cavernosum. Like, it's two things that just fill with blood. So that's what makes your wiener get big. Everything else is just kind of like a fleshy
Okay, Jimmy
appendage.
Neutron.
So is it?
People
It's not
should
a
just
muscle.
Get to love their
No,
don't
it's
think it's a
not a
muscle.
muscle. It's too
You
like
can't work it out.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's two, what are they, like vascular glands that fill with blood. So it all depends on how big they stretch, I guess. It's been so long since I took anatomy in college, I could be totally fucking wrong.
Maybe the tubing inside precludes it from changing in shape or size, because then the tube would need to change size.
Nope,
I'm not
I got
sure.
it right. It's the corpus cavernosum and the corpus spongiosum. And they fill with blood, and that's what
They
makes
sound
it
like
a
fucking
big...
Harry Potter spells.
Yeah, it sounds about right, yeah.
There is always surgery, though.
Full.
You can get
Can
your dick
you-
longer with
can you
surgery.
No,
Can you?
that's what we were just talking about. I don't think there is an elongation
Yeah, I
surgery
don't
that
think
exists
there
for
is.
cock.
There is. Porn stars get it. They either pull the base out more, like the root of the penis out more, or they get an implant.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
The root of the penis?
Yeah.
Like if it's a fucking tree.
Yeah, your penis is not
Replant
entirely
that shit.
Your penis isn't entirely external. There's like a part of it that's inside your body cavity. And
So we
sometimes for
just scoop it out.
okay.
A little bit.
yeah, they just pull
Fine,
it
but
out.
when we say there's no surgery, we mean like viable. Of course, you're always gonna find some Dr. Mangala who's willing to mangle your body. It's called
it
informed
comes out
consent.
looking
You
like
can get them to do
Rumpelstiltskin.
anything. Yeah, and then you die of like an infection or something. I would never. I don't know. I'm happy with my penis.
yeah.
Even if I wasn't, I would
Same.
never let a scalpel near it and risk losing it. That's
Oh,
scary.
none of us-
absolutely. It's so risky
None of
for
us
Oh,
have,
yeah.
None of us here have micro penises though.
As far as you
Yeah,
know.
but even still,
And
who
as far
doesn't
as
want
I
a
know,
bigger dick?
let me see your dick.
Well, no,
True, we've never
That's
seen each
also a
other's
good
cocks.
point.
Let's just show them on this episode.
Danny, get ready.
Yeah. Make the thumbnail.
Dick reveal.
It's just for Danny.
Only for Danny.
Don't actually.
Let's
do
just spam out dick pics to Danny.
And he can tell us who's the biggest.
that. Yeah, let's have a impartial third party review our penises.
When was the last time you took
Like
a
Jackson's mom.
When was the last time you took a picture of your penis?
I
Like
told the
just the
story.
penis.
Yeah.
I'll tell my story again, I
Years.
guess, if you've forgotten.
Well, no, you don't need to tell a story. I'm just asking when was the last time.
Oh, it was in college. It was the first
that's-
and last time I ever took a dick pic because it was so abhorrent.
Yeah.
I immediately felt so much inconsolable shame.
Do you think
So-
you still feel that
Dicks
shame, or
are
are you
not
now
pretty.
content with yourself?
Oh, no, I was content with my wiener even back then. It's just I took it at an angle from my knees looking up, so my cock looked like it was facing my own face, and it just looked like a piece of stretched bubble gum. It was terrible.
Why did you include your face in your dick pic, you lunatic?
I was new to it, Jackson. I didn't know you don't want your face in dicky pics. How the fuck
You're like a
was I
bio,
supposed to know that?
you're like a witness in the
Did
background.
it ever
with
leave
thumbs
your
up.
phone?
I mean, I sent it to my ex at the time, but
Your
God
ex at the
willing, that-
time?
well, my ex now, but girlfriend at the
Oh,
time. God willing, she's burnt that phone so it never sees the light of day. But yeah,
Holy shit! Imagine if she posted it. How much
That'd be the
damage that
most-
would do.
that'd
Oh,
be
God.
such.
Let's
That'd be
scare.
such crazy amount of shame.
I know. There is nothing more shameful than those intimate pictures and conversations.
Well,
Oh my God.
like I wouldn't if my dick pics leak. I guess so be it. I haven't taken any since then. But like, ideally, it wouldn't be flaccid, and it wouldn't be at that angle ever again. That's a forbidden angle for dick pics.
Wait, you took the picture flaccid?
No, I was erect, but like it's the angle that makes it look really, really, really bad.
Did you? So if you went from the bottom to the top, did you also get some of like your butthole in there? Maybe balls.
No butthole or balls.
Wow.
It was tastefully done. It was very artistic.
So you planned
Must have
this
been a
whole
real
thing
sickle
out.
something.
You had the physics of this picture figured out.
Well, yeah, it was kind of like on a whim, though. I was like, all right, check this out. Bang! I also
Do you
had one
remember
arm
her
behind
response? Was she kind about it?
I don't remember what her response was, but I remember I had one hand behind my head when I took it, so I looked really casual.
Just chilling with your cock out.
Just dicks out. What about
This
it?
is what we do on our Sunday evening.
Just get erect and just let it happen. What about you?
Yeah, big
Just
whoop.
watching football.
What are you gonna do about it? What about you guys? So I took one in college. That was the last one I ever took.
It has been a long time, yeah.
Yeah, probably
Yeah, for me too.
probably same era.
Like a solo dick pic. I did it for my first girlfriend, and for some reason her whole family saw.
Why?
But
Why?
other than that, I don't know. I guess she just
How?
fucking left her computer open, and then her big brother saw, and then they got mad at me. Her
Wait,
family
how-
hated me from the start, though. To be fair.
No wonder if you're sending spamming them dick pics, they probably
On
don't
the
want to see
family
it.
computer.
How long ago was that, Kaya?
Oh, I don't know. Like a long time ago, over a decade.
Oh, that's like vintage dick pics. Nice. Yeah, mine was like
it was
8
in black
years
and
ago
white.
too.
Color hadn't been invented.
No,
back
it wasn't
then.
black and white, you cocksucker. I'm not that old. I'm just saying it was like in the MSN days, MSN Messenger. I distinctly remember sending them on there.
I actually don't think I've
Get
ever
excited
sent.
when I would get a booby pic.
I don't think I've ever sent dick pics through MSN or Skype or anything like that. It was always through.
Yeah, no
Facebook
shit. You're like
Messenger.
16.
Oh, yeah, true.
That's true. Yeah.
Hey, I used the fuck out of MSN. MSN was big when I was growing up. Didn't use AOL though.
Oh, you
Oh.
baby. You little
Yeah.
baby boy.
AIM was so good.
You have no concept of the fucking raw thrill when you had your customized AOL login and you chose Tony Hawk to be your AOL voice.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Fuck, it was
so Tony Hawk to
amazing.
commentate while you send dick pics.
Yeah.
Good job.
Whoa,
This looks
righteous.
cool.
Nice butthole.
Combo.
360 butthole. Yeah, we didn't have AIM in Europe really. It was, I think that's like very American. I think only Americans use that mostly. In Europe we
Well,
had ICQ.
It's
which was
literally isn't AIM.
Yeah, America Online.
Yeah.
America Online.
Yeah.
We had ICQ in America
Hey,
as well, though.
Used to come with all those. You used to get it on a disc, right? The AIM discs, or is it AOL discs? Can't remember.
AOL discs is what you're thinking of. AIM was just
Yeah.
a free download.
AIM was the messenger
yeah.
part. AIM was a piece of AOL, but AOL was an entire like internet service that came with a whole bunch of stuff. But AIM was actually pretty good back in the day, so people would just use it as is, as a chat messenger. There was AIM, MSN, and Yahoo Messenger were like the big
Yahoo
three back in the day.
Messenger,
Yeah.
And of course, like just random IRC chat rooms.
Yeah, IRC and ICQ and all that shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Charlie, what you've got a kind of like a reputation for wanting to recover your old videos. Would you like to see that dick pic again?
I actually would. I'd be
I
very.
know you would, yeah.
I'd be very excited if that just got airdropped to me while I was out in public. That like, I know your dirty secret, and he drops my fucking dick pic.
You would not be excited in that case if it was just some random sending it to you.
Well, yeah, well, just
first-
having
how
it would
much-
be cool, I guess.
How much money could they conceivably blackmail out of you?
If they had my dick pic and threatened to release it.
Oh, yours is so different because your fucking face is in it, you idiot.
Well, I think that just makes it better. I think we are in a position where if our dick pics leaked, it's like almost kind of expected at this point
Yeah.
as a joke. Like I don't think I'd
We-
pay much for
I
it.
we-
guess,
as a
but I'd
group-
still
reasonable.
not like it to be public though, right?
Yeah, I mean, ideally.
Yeah.
We as a group are pretty far beyond YouTuber apologies by this point. Like any fucking controversial shit that people would find out, they'd go, "Yep, that sounds about right.
That's the official podcast.
That
for
makes
you.
sense." I'm surprised
Nice
this didn't
dick.
happen sooner.
They've talked about it for 300 episodes. Of course it happened. this whole fucking this entire podcast series has been one long apology tour, basically.
Or
Because
more
we get
one
into
long
that.
incrimination session, really.
Yeah. Well, we always said that this would really
Yeah.
like limit our career prospects in the future if we needed to re-enter the workforce.
Wait a minute, you
Yeah,
guys.
fucked.
Nudes and apologies. My, isn't that a great segue into Twitch crying about AI now?
I knew this was
It's an
coming.
even better. It's an even better segue into advertisements.
Yes.
So here's some.
I will now segue
Advertisements.
into the advertisement as I am designated to do. What a lovely segue. What a way to segue into a fitter body. You can't drive a Segway into a fitter body. That wouldn't make sense. You have to actually work for it. Exercise, cardio, other muscular movements, whatever you want to. But Fitbod is going to have you do it the way that you want to do it. I don't know where I was going with that lead in. It does not matter, because where I'm going with this ad is to tell you about Fitbod. Do you have a really concrete fitness plan in mind? Like your goals, the progress you want to see, how long you want to run it for, et cetera, et cetera. Well, don't think about it too hard, because let Fitbod think about it for you entirely. Fitbod is an algorithm-driven workout routine that will help you personalize your goals, set your fitness level, and work with whatever available equipment you've got. You can keep your momentum going all the way through the entire year until January and stare at each and every one of those New Year's resolution motherfuckers and tell them, hey, I'm still going. Every official boy still works out. I have tried Fitbod myself. The thing I like the most is when I'm not feeling a particular workout, or let's say I'm working out somewhere else and my equipment's different, I can swap them out super easy, and it will give me suggestions to target the same muscles with different workouts. You can join Fitbod today and build a routine that'll last all year. Get 25% off of your subscription, or try the app for free at fitbod.me/official. That's fitbod.me/official. So you're huge, right? Everyone listening to this is huge. If you out there are not huge and super muscular, I don't want to talk to you, because I want you to get there. And one way that you're going to get there is with Factor. They are America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit. Hey, fun fact, if you want fitness, if you want a better-looking body, if you want to attract more women and or men, look physically good. And exercise is only going to carry you so far. You need to get your diet under control. It's harder than ever to eat food that just feels good to eat. There's lots of just junk and trash out there, but Factor is going to get you covered with different plans that can hit you with calories, smart meals, or keto, or vegan and vegetarian options, protein plus, etc., etc. 34 chef-prepared weekly options, and there's always going to be something new to try. If you want to cut back on takeout, which is slowly becoming like the standard diet thanks to the economy and all sorts of other fucked up things, Factor is a great substitute. Each meal for Factor is going to be prepared by approved dietitians, meaning that your Factor meal is going to have all the ingredients you could want, nothing you don't, and a nice blend of everything you're going to be looking for in a diet. Get Factor and enjoy clean eating without the hassle. Head to factormeals.com/official50 and use code official50 to get 50% off of your first box. You can remember it because it says 50 3 times and the number doesn't change. So if you remember the number 50, you'll remember this whole thing. Code official50 at factormeals.com/official50 to get 50% off of your first box. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention that at least one of you out there is probably listening to this episode on Raycon earbuds, which is smart, because Raycon is a premium audio that is at a perfect premium price that you can break your habits of overspending on audio shit. Instead, you can just spend a nice little buck on Raycon and not have to worry about premium quality. I'm going to stop overusing the word premium, but I'm not going to stop talking about how great Raycons are. If you're looking for a pair of everyday earbuds, they've got okay, maybe I should stop speaking about Raycons. Just kidding. Let's just do it again. They've got a pair of everyday earbuds. They've got a pair of low latency gaming headphones. And they've got speakers with a battery that will last all night. Was that so difficult? No, it wasn't. But what is difficult to wrap your head around is the fact that Raycon will start at half the price of other premium audio brands. I've got I believe the color is electric blue little wireless earbuds, just the ones that hop in your ears. And I've taken them on some runs, and they were great. They don't jiggle around. I can hear my music. They don't, like, fall out of my ear canal with the disgusting sweat when I'm hitting mile 3. That's important to a large man like me. Things that might be important to you are also earbud tap functionality, customizable sound profiles, noise isolation, awareness mode, etc., etc., etc. Lots of things to like with Raycon. Ready to buy something small with a big impact? Go to buyraycon.com/op today. That's spelled OP to get 15% off your Raycons. That's buyraycon.com/OP to get 15% off buyraycon.com/op.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh
like
God, I
cooking.
loved it. I did such a good job.
Good work.
Those
Andrew.
ads were
man.
so good, Andrew.
Thank you. I practiced every
I'm
day.
buying all of that.
Yes. Anyway, Kaya.
So yeah, before that exhilarating segment of ads, what were we talking about?
You were gonna bring up the deep fake
Yeah,
porn
thank you,
stuff.
Jackson. I forgot. Those ads were so long. I forgot what we were
Yeah.
talking about.
Well, they're long and good.
Yeah.
Good ads.
Maybe one of you guys would like to take this topic because I only have a very surface level on understanding of who these
Yeah,
people
Charlie
even
is
are.
obviously the most ingrained in this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's actually something we've talked about a lot with deepfake porn. So what happened is a streamer who's also a friend of mine, so this was pretty disappointing to see, while streaming had a tab open that had deepfake porn of some streamers that he himself is also friends with. So it's pretty weird. It's not
Very weird.
yeah, it's not a good thing at all. And it opened this whole can of worms where people started to realize, like, holy shit, deepfake porn is kind of everywhere. So they went to that site, and so many other streamers noticed that they had deepfake porn of themselves there. So it just became this giant can of worms that everyone got alerted all at once, like, holy shit, people are just
That
making
site being
deepfake porn of us.
Pornhub, right?
No, there's
So-
a specific
No.
site set up for this.
Yeah, it was a specific deepfake
But no,
porn
I meant
website.
like. Oh yeah, no, but I meant he saw the ad on Pornhub.
Oh,
That's
right.
that's the claim, but I also saw, I don't know how reliable this is, so take it with a grain of salt. I also saw that Pornhub in 2019, 2018 or something outlawed deepfake porn advertisements, so he couldn't have seen it on Pornhub if that article is actually true. But it was a paid service, which of course makes it even more degenerate to pay to see deepfaked porn of your friends and coworkers.
It's just straight up
I don't know
weird.
about the article, but Pornhub doesn't have a reputation exactly for being honest.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
why I said take it with a grain of salt. Like, and it happens on YouTube too. YouTube has like guidelines about like scam ads, but you still see all the fake Mr. Beast ads everywhere.
Yeah.
So it absolutely could have still been there.
Okay, I would like to play a little bit of.
I don't
his,
really. I
apology
don't
because
get. I
found-
don't get what. Just a sec. I don't get what like. I don't get what him saying.
Jackson, what
he
don't you
clicked it
get?
through an ad or whatever. Just a sec. Just a sec. Let me get a grip on what I'm saying. What I'm getting at. I don't get how him saying that he clicked on it through an ad really absolves him of anything anyway.
Well,
so like, why even
it-
lie about it?
Well, it doesn't. I think he was just trying to explain. I'm not saying like.
But then why?
that's
Yeah, but then
impossible.
why would he lie about it? You know, like
Oh,
it
yeah,
doesn't add
no.
anything if you lie. Like
Oh,
it
true.
doesn't-
I see what you're saying now. Yeah.
So that's why
Yeah,
I think
you're
it's probably true. But
Yeah.
who knows?
Okay, well, here's the apology.
Been reading so much fucking AI stuff. I'm reading all this fucking stuff about AI and fucking deepfake music, deepfake art, and everything. And I'm in these fucking discords, and I just feel so embarrassing to me. But I was on fucking Pornhub, dude. I was on a fucking regular ass normal fucking website, and there was an ad. There's an ad on every fucking video for this fucking. So I know other people must be clicking it because it's on every fucking video for fucking deepfake thing, and then I stream.
And it continues.
So, question about that video: is he playing music in the background?
No, that's Kaya's music in the back.
Oh, okay. I was about to say that's kind of a weird choice to play like hype music in the background of your crying apology.
Well, in the apology
No, what's in
video,
the
his
background
wife
is-
That's
is
the
in
other point I was going to bring
Yeah.
up. Yeah,
which
his
was a bit
wife, the entire video is crying silently in the background.
It's a
It's
very
wild.
weird.
rough one.
It's
While he is
yeah.
loudly sobbing like a crybaby bitch. Here's my advice. I feel bad for one of the girls that apparently had her nudes on that site, or deepfake nudes rather. I forget her name, but she was crying on stream. And
Oh yeah, cutie Cinderella.
what's his face? Ethan. Yes. And Ethan Klein made fun of her, and his whole like goon squad on the podcast laughed at her and whatnot. And it's not. I get
They
why
didn't.
people are mad at him, but at the same time, you really shouldn't make this so public. Like, why even talk about it and
Well, she
draw
didn't
so much
want- she
attention
didn't-
to it?
Well,
She
she was
didn't want
kind
it
of
to be
forced to
public.
because of all of this.
Yeah.
It really, like, I think she's done nothing wrong. Like, she is 100%
course
just
not.
a victim here.
Of course not.
No,
None of these
I'm
girls
not
who have
saying she
had
did anything wrong.
deepfakes
It
made
just-
of them at fault in any way conceivable.
Yeah.
Like, as a guy, I don't really care if deepfakes are made of me, but it's an entirely different thing when women are constantly sexualizing shit daily and like victimized in that way. So I totally get why it's a traumatic experience for them.
Yeah, well, apparently this girl is also one of those who is trying to be more wholesome and not be like a fucking
that's
most girls.
That's literally most. That's most of them that are on that site, Kaya. That's why it's AI deepfaked porn. Almost every streamer on there is like more of a wholesome streamer, so it's really fucked up.
Yeah, I guess actually that makes sense, because if they have an OnlyFans, why the fuck would you need to fake it?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good point.
Well, you don't need to fake it anyway. Stop being fucking weirdos and fake. Like, I really do think it's like akin to like revenge porn almost. Even if it's not technically them, you're still creating an image out of them.
It's non-consensual. It's non-consensual and indistinguishable from real like sex, like porn shit. Like
it's distinguishable, but it's still
No. Oh my god, AI deepfakes have come so far. Jackson, have you seen? Maybe you did. You didn't even notice. You didn't even know. There was a viral picture of 4 girls in like bra and panties that went viral on Twitter a couple days ago, and people were fawning over them. And then it turns out all of those women were deepfaked. They're all just AI generated. They're not real women. It is very hard to tell.
The people fawning over them are also just all the incels who think, oh, this is what normal women look like the average woman. This is what it should be.
But that doesn't matter, because again, when you're making AI deepfakes, those people are the ones that are consuming it. So they're also the ones that are going to be like, this you, and then spreading like a deepfake porn picture of you under their tweets. Like, it's fucked up. It's 100% fucked up.
That part is absolutely fucked up. It's also because with the image, you can at least claim plausible deniability. You can be like, hey, this isn't me, obviously. This is a deepfake. I'd never do this, blah, blah, blah. And people have to give you the benefit of the doubt, I assume. But, like, you don't control how that image is then distributed. Like, people can spread it far and wide without you even knowing. So this is the
lesson you should learn anyway. Whenever somebody tries to, like, show you something in order to discredit someone else, you shouldn't believe them. Like, screenshots. To this day, people will still believe screenshots of, like, a text conversation on Discord and shit. It's like, why the fuck should I take your word for this?
Well, but in this case, it doesn't matter. It's out of your control.
Yeah, it's completely out of your
women's control. They don't get to say, "Hey, this isn't me," because who knows how far the image is spread by this point.
So are we at the point now where all digital evidence is completely unreliable because videos can be faked to such a perfect degree so easily now?
Yeah, it's been that way for a while.
There needs to be more. It's not unreliable. You need to do a little bit more vetting than looking at a screenshot or one naked photo. Like, if somebody sent me audio of Jackson saying the N-word and said, "Cancel him, Kaya," A, I would say, I don't care. 2, I would put it into an audio analytics program or whatever the fuck and look at the spectrometer. Like, I don't know if it's real. How would I tell?
Well, how would you know if it's real by looking at the audio spectrometer?
You just sounded super fucking smart, only to go by like, how would I be able to tell? I thought for sure you're gonna have like a technique or a method for detecting fabricated evidence.
No, you can obviously tell if you're from the phonetics and shit. There are editing techniques to where you can take sound bites and make someone say something that they didn't say.
Well, yeah,
and you
obviously.
can see those cuts in the spectrometer. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about.
But does AI do that? Does AI use those editing techniques? Would you be able to distinguish AI generated?
You can. It's still not that good. Someone actually sent to me yesterday an AI generated voice clip of Brady begging for farts in his mouth, and it sounds very different from him actually begging for farts in his mouth.
You guys are so fucking weird.
Yeah, he wins the wedding.
Jackson has heard the real ones. Damn it, now I got sidetracked by farts in Brady's mouth. What were we saying? Anyway, my point is anyone can like inspect element anything at this point, especially with AI. You can think of it like inspect elementing porn. You can't go by this anymore. Charlie, if your dick pic ever does leak, you should just claim it's AI.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I mean, I might be happy to see it again. We'll see how I'm feeling.
You might be.
How vivid?
You might be happy to see it personally.
How vivid is your memory of this picture? Could someone reasonably construct an AI deepfake?
Well, then why do you even need it back?
Well, because it's, I don't know. It's so I have a picture of my ass on my phone too, which is like a really like super goofy fun picture. I don't know. Those kind of pictures are almost nostalgic for me, where like I tried to do like something like risque and it just ends up being the grossest, most unappealing, sexy thing ever. I don't know. Just something kind of.
You ever think about how it might
Fascinating.
only be unappealing to you? Unappealing to you? Maybe people like it. Maybe you should.
No,
post
this. I think this would trigger a primal response in most people of disgust. It is
Do you wanna-
not good.
I feel like we should test this. And is it like really explicit? Are you showing a chocolate starfish, or is it like
Of my ass.
yeah?
Oh, my ass pic I actually think is kind of artful. And have I shown you my ass, Andrew?
Not this picture.
Okay, I can describe it. It's kind of artful. It's actually taken with like one of Tiana's high quality cameras.
Oh.
We were in a hotel for New Year's, and I was standing in front of like the the window with the drapes like over my wiener, and my ass facing the camera next to a chair. It looks like a cryptid sighting.
Is it black and white? Really, like sharp high res?
No, it has like. So it has some light on my back.
Were you mooning someone?
Yeah, no, he was showing the entire world his dick by the sounds of it. His dick was hanging out the window.
The drape was blocking my cock.
Oh.
The very thin see-through drapes.
Okay, I see.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, yeah,
shadow art on the other side.
Right across the kindergarten.
I think you should post this. This sounds.
I used to have that as
Tasteful.
a Twitch sub goal. Like if I reached X amount of subs in this given time, I'd just drop my ass pic on Twitter unprovoked. But we never hit those
it.
goals.
Do it. You
I-
break the internet.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty fucking cool pic, honestly. But you can unfortunately see some of my ass hair coming out of my crack, which makes it
Oh,
even
that's not
worse. It's so bad.
Yeah, that's
No,
not
boy.
good.
Yeah, it's so fucking bad.
You could ask AI to digitally alter that and remove the ass hair. Go to DALL-E.
Hey, you just use a Snapchat filter on it.
Yeah, I can clean it up, give myself a BBL.
You guys remember when iPhones, I think it started with the iPhone 10 or 11, when it started automatically by itself secretly applying filters to people's selfies
Yeah,
to make
yeah,
them
Samsung does
prettier.
it
And
too.
everybody, and it was covert. Like it didn't actually tell you that it applied a filter. It just would make your skin look smoother and prettier. And everybody started getting paranoid. Like, wait, am I this pretty? This doesn't look like when I look in the mirror. What the fuck is going on? And then Apple had to admit, yeah, there is actually a setting somewhere very deep in the settings menu where you can disable this.
Yeah, Samsung does it as well. Like that, it changes your jawline, makes your pupils larger and stuff like that. It's weird.
They're going to install that technology into like outlets where you buy clothing.
Would you
When
buy
you're gonna be in the changing
glasses?
room.
Would you buy AI infused glasses that you wear that make everyone look pretty, everyone look beautiful, and then everyone wears that, so
absolutely not.
everyone is constantly beautiful?
Absolutely fucking
No.
not.
No, that will
That's
ruin
a-
my self-esteem. Why would I do
That's
that?
a dangerous gambit if you're a single man.
But what if
I would
everyone
put
else?
those
What
on
if it's
everyone
like
else.
yeah? What if everyone else is wearing them? So everyone just looks beautiful to everyone.
Then sure. Yeah, have it make me taller too.
Well, those are just heels. You can do that already.
If I make it extend my dick down to my feet.
No,
But
that's
no, I wouldn't.
never going to be
that.
possible.
That sounds.
What are you planning on doing
sounds
with that?
horrific.
Down to your feet?
Drag it.
Yeah, Indiana Jones whipping things? Like,
Skateboarding
Jump
on
hook?
it.
I don't know.
Yeah, attach some wheels to it. You got to get around fast. So yeah, the Atrioc stuff. Everyone disliked that. No one liked that at all. No one was defending it. What happens?
Weird
so
fucking
you said
apology.
it was a very weird apology. I don't know why his wife was there. What was the point of that?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Support?
It's like they're treating it again. I know that the girls feel bad and everything, but from the apology alone, you would think that they like ran over a baby with a car, or they were filmed like abusing a kitten.
Well, I
It's
think
like it's fine, whatever. You had a fucking cringy tab open, just say sorry, whoops.
Well, yeah,
Well,
no,
no,
I think
it's a bit
I
more
think
than
it goes definitely beyond that. But I am also wondering why his wife was there. I imagine she wanted to be, since it happened publicly on stream. Maybe they felt it needs to be addressed publicly on stream, and she wanted to be a part of it. Would be my
Is
guess.
she an online figure?
I'm not sure. That I'm not positive on.
Just
I
how old is the
feel-
guy? How old is this guy in question?
Atrioc's just a little bit older than us.
Yeah, see that's the kind of thing that makes it uncomfortable to me. If he's running a business through a stream like he's a big notable figure and that's his income, it should be a very business apology, a very clear-cut, like written down, straightforward thing. But to bring his wife in and cry like that when like there's kids watching, it's just really weird and uncomfortable
It's
and
weird to me,
way
yeah.
too personal,
I don't know if he should have even apologized on Twitch in that capacity at all. Like, apologize in private to the friends that you've, I guess, violated to some degree. But I don't know why he needed to apologize publicly like that.
Would it have been
feels a bit weird to me.
Would it have been a better tactic to privately apologize to those affected and involved, and then publicly just say like, I've reached out to them, we've settled it, I've apologized, and we're moving on. Like, that's it. It's settled.
I mean, that would have been better
He
for
should have
his.
just denied all of it from a business perspective. If you caught me on stream with a tab that's like AI nudes of Jackson, and you ask me, Kaya, were you jacking off to Jackson AI
Why
nudes?
didn't you
And
send
I'd
me
be
those,
like,
Kaya?
no.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, dude.
I
think-
want to see that now.
Yeah, so I think like that would have been the best thing to do for like his career and like his public image, but I think he wanted to try and do it right, where he felt horrible, he got caught on stream, so he wanted to do everything public and do it all publicly to show that he
that
like
doing
really
it
cared.
right?
But that just sounds.
Well, I'm just trying to give rationale to why he would do it. I don't know what the right call really
Well,
would have been.
obviously he believed he was doing the right
Well,
thing.
hang on. That still feels kind of skeezy to me because the way that you put it and the way you're describing it and the way it happened, he sounds like he feels guilty that he got caught. He only issued this
Yeah.
apology because people saw on stream that he had that recent tab open in Chrome. But
Isn't this
if-
also like the...
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, it's just if he really did feel guilty about whenever it happened, like do we know when he accessed it? Did Chrome say like, oh, your tab's from last week or yesterday or whatever? Because
Well, it doesn't matter when.
yeah, but let's say like he did this a month ago and Chrome's just recommending it or whenever. You think when it happened he would have been like, I found something and I went there and I was curious and I just wanted to say I'm sorry and this is not a good thing and I wanted to let the people involved know that this is happening and that I was able to get there. But now the way he's apologizing, a good bit of it feels like, oh, I got caught and I now have to admit what I did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Yeah, I also don't like the implication that merely having the tab open incriminates you immediately. It doesn't
Well,
mean you
it was
jacked
a-
off to it.
No, but
I'm
it was
sure
a
we've
paid. It
all
was a
seen
paid
it.
website, Kyle. It was a paid
It
website.
was paid access. It's not like he just opened it and it happened to be on that. That was paid,
Yeah.
and it was specific for that streamer.
And well, there's no like video evidence that he was
He
jacking
paid
off to it.
money
Like there
for
wasn't
this?
a video. Yeah,
There was a paid service.
There was a paid element, so you could infer that because he paid, he did jack off. Well, he
So
even
this man
says it.
actually like he took his credit card and he typed in whatever Pokimane butt stuff.
And then paid
so-
for it.
Okay, all right, that's different. I just wanted
So
to
it
say,
adds a
like,
different- yeah, it
all
adds a
of
different
us,
layer
we've
to it.
seen like leaked nudes, and we look at them just out of morbid curiosity, even when it's people that we're not attracted to at all, and we don't
Yeah.
plan on jerking off to it.
Like you guys all looked at Jennifer Lawrence's nudes during the fappening, if you remember that.
Yeah, it was a big deal. I wanted to check it out. Like, what's the fucking hoopla about? If Charlie's nudes do drop, I would also look at them. Doesn't mean I'm gonna jerk off to it.
Hey, it means a lot to me, Kaya. Thanks.
Speaking of non-consensual pornography, revenge porn, and micropenises in this episode, what a great segue again to Ralph. I want to talk about Ralph more, if that's okay with you guys.
Preach about Ralph.
sure.
What'd he do?
Yeah, what's he up
I,
to?
I, as you guys know, I had been obsessed with him for a little while there, and then I completely stopped, and everybody keeps asking me in DMs and such, why aren't you talking about Ralph anymore? What happened with that stuff? My explanation would be that Toy Story meme where the kid drops the toy and it says, "I don't want to play with you anymore." I just have this weird thing where I get like obsessed with something for 2 weeks and then I get bored of it. But Ralph, being the truculent pig that he is, he found a way to wedge himself back into my good graces by just completely humiliating himself again. Now, I think I told you guys, as you might remember, he had a girlfriend named May, and everyone would always make fun of him and her by saying that she is his perma-girlfriend and that he would never marry her. Because Ralph isn't exactly the kind of man to, put a ring on it and be a devoted husband and father and commit himself to a woman and be there for her. Well, to prove everyone wrong on the internet, Ralph actually did get married.
Nice.
Hey,
Wait, was this
congrats, Ralph.
recent?
Yes. This is very recent. He got
Hey, good
married
for
on
him.
January 12th. So little
Sucks
over
for
2
her,
weeks
but good
ago.
for him.
Yes, sucks for both of them, really. She isn't exactly a catch. Anyway, a little less than 3 weeks later, he got dumped at an airport and he started calling his brand new wife a whore on Twitter. And I'm going to go through this chronologically and then we can discuss what you guys think happens. So, Ralph plans his honeymoon in Rome because he wants to prove to everyone that he's just such a Chad. He's going to take his wife and his newborn baby on a 8-hour plane ride. He announces, "We're going to Rome for our honeymoon." The night before, for some reason, Ralph takes it upon himself to taunt his bride's father by implying that he mouth-fucked her sister and that she swallows.
What the fuck?
Let me see if I can post a screenshot in the chat in the
Like
meanwhile.
publicly?
Yes, on Twitter. Harry Morris, Harry Morris is May's father. "I know where you work. I know how you build your company unethically, and I know a lot more. Think carefully, cause I'm an internet shitlord and you aren't. Oh, and I know what a whore daughter Alana is. Could suck the chrome off a hubcap. Don't ask me how I know. The Ralpha seed can't help with barren whores. Sad. Knowing Harry's proclivities, maybe he would give it a go himself." So he also implies that Harry, the
incestual.
father, molested the daughter. Yeah.
What the fuck?
This is another claim he made, by the way, that his wife was molested. For some reason, he took it upon himself to announce this on fucking Twitter.
Who the
to
fuck?
everyone.
How does this guy have any audience? Like,
I
who's
don't. It has to
who
be
are the
people just
Dude,
as
his-
pathetic. It has to be like just
his-
the absolute
his-
weirdest losers.
His audience is fucking stupid, dude. They are the dumbest bastards. If you go to his replies, he doesn't even have any detractors because he just fucking blocks everyone like a little bitch. And all of the replies are like, "Yeah, Ralph Male, teach me how to be a man. Yeah, you go. That's right. You're proving the Kiwi Farms wrong. The Ralph Male wins again." So somebody says, "What the fuck is Rosie gonna think when she grows up and sees all of these tweets of yours?" And Rosie is his newly born baby daughter. And he says, "I don't really care." Father of the year.
Ralph Male.
I don't care what that little bitch thinks, stupid whore.
She's gonna grow up to be a whore anyway. Fucker. Oh, Ralph Male.
Anyway, they get on a plane.
Christ.
They are on the tarmac. They get tax seats. They're about to be take off, and Ralph gets himself kicked off the fucking plane by Delta Airlines because he's such a loud, rowdy fuck that he apparently got in an argument with either his wife or probably just one of the other passengers, chiming in and saying, "Stop calling your wife a whore," or "Stop fighting and stop being drunk" on the plane. And he denied this initially, but being the detectives on the internet that they are, the trolls, they found air traffic control voice recordings of the pilots calling into the the tower, basically.
ATC.
ATC. Not one, but two recordings of them talking about the rowdy passenger and how they have to requesting basically an idol.
Is this confirmed? Is this confirmed? I feel
This is 100% confirmed, and also
How
somebody
did you go
emailed
into the spectrograph and confirm that it's not AI generated? Like, come on, we just talked about how shit could be faked.
I would trust
No,
ATC recordings if I'm being honest. As far as like
these are official ATC recordings pulled
Yeah.
from the websites
okay.
where all of the records are. Okay, let me just preempt by saying he also admitted it at the end.
Okay.
I just wanted to give you this. it was all just to say that despite all of this evidence, he was denying it for a little bit there. There was also a lady on Twitter, an eyewitness, who said that she saw him get kicked out, and somebody emailed her and said, "Hello, my name is Claire, and I'm very sorry for disturbing you while you're on your trip, but I wanted to reach out to you about your delayed flight last night." Oh, the flight got delayed like 2 hours because of this stupid pig. "First of all, you may want to check your Twitter account. I'm guessing you have a ton of replies. Secondly, the reason that you have so many tweet replies and the reason I'm emailing you right now is to inquire about the passengers who caused the disturbance on your flight. A rather notorious live streamer and convicted sex offender named Ethan Ralph was traveling from JFK to Rome last night with his wife and baby, and online observers of his antics and misadventures are curious if this was the man who caused your flight to be delayed." And then it's a photo of Ralph. And
Which
she
one is it?
replied,
Where are you
"That's
getting
the
beat
guy."
up for the first time or the second time, I wonder?
Oh no, it's just an embedded like image.png, but I assume it's an image of Ralph. And she says, "That's the guy. Very obnoxious and loud from boarding. I didn't realize what was happening until he was being escorted out. I'm not much on Twitter, so nothing there will bother me much. Have a great day." She's so nice.
That is very sweet.
Anyway.
Also, very professional email to reach out to her.
Yeah.
I know, right? Considering it's written by just a bunch of shit dicks on the internet who want to laugh at a retard. Also got confirmed that May and the baby have been removed from the plane as well, so it wasn't a swap.
Oh, the baby didn't get to go to Rome at least?
The baby's just on the plane by herself. Both the parents are kicked off.
Just a middle seat.
Yeah. Where are you going, baby?
So he gets kicked off the plane, okay? And we still don't know what the fuck happened. Like, why would he get kicked off the plane? Is there like an argument going on between the two of them? Did they get in a fight with another couple? Right? Or the hostess? So Ethan tweets, "Amanda Morris," that's his wife, "Amanda Morris had absconded with my child in New York City. We had an argument in the airport, and no charges, of course. It was an argument on the plane. Like literally nothing. But now she had disappeared with my daughter. I'm in New York City." And that's some with the bad grammar, by the way, not my reading. So
well, he uses
language
absconded, which is a pretty cool word.
Well, it is also very intentional because apparently that is the type of language lawyers use. So he was trying to be very calculated in his response to that. However, God, the fuck you, CAPTCHA. Oh my god.
I thought it was like what 1800s English men used. Like gentlemen.
No, well, here's a word that lawyers usually don't use. So somebody replied to him because he's having this meltdown on. Yeah, somebody replied to the Ralpha mail asking him to calm down, do this in private, don't drag your family business, your family drama into the internet. And he said, "I don't have a family. I have a whore who claims to be my wife."
Is that technical terms as well? Was a lawyer consulted for that one?
Yeah, that one absolutely came from the firm itself.
This is a real tweet, by the way. It's all archived. Like all of the stuff that I'm reading, these are all from archives, the screenshots that I'm taking. So he calls her a whore on fucking Twitter, his wife, that is barely like 2 weeks and 2 days of a bride, calling her a whore on the internet. And then he slyly threatens her, I want to say. He says, "I got the real tapes if the bitch wants to play this game."
Good.
By which,
cool.
Yes, as you know, his prior girlfriend had a sex tape with him in which he stuck his thumb in her butthole and then he.
So now he's threatening the same shit. Did he not get it? Did he get into legal trouble for that?
He's a sex offender, Jackson. He did get into legal trouble. What the fuck? Of course.
Well, so he did get in trouble for that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I think he had there was like a legal term for it. He didn't like actually get. He isn't on the sex offender registry, but he did basically plead like something the equivalence of no contest, and yeah, I did it. I'm sorry.
So what was the punishment for that?
He has to continue living as Ethan fucking Ralph, the most pathetic man on the planet.
I mean, I think the family has a restraining order against him or something, and he can never see the
such
child.
dog shit, dude.
Yeah, it is, and I have kind of forgotten some of the details. I'm afraid. Sorry. I'm on top of this one though. So everyone makes fun of him. Ethan Ralph, married for 2 weeks, has this big blow up at the fucking airport, gets kicked off a plane, as confirmed by heaps of evidence and an eyewitness, and by himself later on. Now, turns out that we got trolled, you guys. Ethan
As per
Ralph,
usual.
his infinite genius, claims that this was all a work. Now, I didn't know this, but if you're cringe and a loser, apparently if you like wrestling as a grown man, work is a term that they use in wrestling for a scripted event.
Yep.
So he's basically just trying to say that he trolled everyone. And so he tweets, laugh emoji, laugh emoji, laugh emoji. Get worked, half-wit Harry, referring to her father. You see, Harry got worked because apparently all of this was to trick May's father, his wife's father, his legal father-in-law, into thinking that they had a big blow-up and separation and that he can now perhaps get his daughter back. And he tweeted a screenshot of an email that her father sent her, which I'm going to read now. It says, "Love and prayers. We love you, and you can reach us anytime, and we will help you. Please do not consider going back with this asshole. We can change your fucking name if we need to. Whatever it takes. You can come back from this, believe me. We can get you help, honey. Love, Dad." Ralph tweeted this as if it made the dad look bad, with like 3 fucking teary-eyed laugh emojis,
Oh my
saying,
God.
"Get worked, half-wit Harry."
Yeah, take that, Harry, you stupid fuck.
Got him.
Yeah, imagine caring for your daughter, you
What a
cute fuck.
fucking
You
idiot.
fell for the
Caring-
chess master's checkmate.
Caring for your
with the
child.
alpha male
Oh
now.
my god, what a fucking loser.
Well, but he actually did get kicked off the plane though, so they really committed to the work.
Yeah, okay, so that's why I said I'm trying to add minimal commentary. I'm going through how it happened chronologically once the dust settled. This happened like 2 or 3 days ago. So, like I said, he somehow thinks this makes the father look bad and like a dummy, that he
It
thought
does.
that his
Fucking
daughter is
idiot.
getting abused and that he reached out and said, "Baby, you can always come
So
home."
fucking
you know?
stupid. Oh my god, I'd
Yeah,
feel
what an
embarrassed
idiot.
if I was him.
She's with the Ralpha male. God damn
yeah.
it.
Does he not read Twitter? He doesn't get
Anyway,
it.
for some reason, Ralph takes it upon himself to oink at Keemstar. And Keemstar is on Twitter, I guess. I thought he retired like years ago, but he's still active, I suppose. He tweeted about Ralph and he said, "You got no bitches," which technically at the time was true, I guess. Ethan Ralph replies, "Another one that didn't age well, Keemstar. Your short bus shorty impresses no one. It's literally embarrassing. I'm not saying that to be funny. You are down bad to be fucking that. She can barely even speak English and sounds like she fell off Forrest Gump's backup school bus."
What the fuck is he talking about? Keemstar's girlfriend or something?
Keemstar's wife. Yeah, or girlfriend. I don't know if he's married or what. But this is why Ethan Ralph is such an endearing figure, because he always goes after people's wives. This is why he's just the best person out there. And
Well,
everyone loves him.
If I may say, I think the reason that makes him the best is he will fly to a different country just to get his ass beat multiple times. That's why I find Ethan Ralph to be an inspiring figure.
The fun part about Ralph is that everything that he does, all of his actions, can be explained by spite and alcohol or drugs. And a mixture of all three. Every action that he takes is out of spite. He gets in a Twitter spat with his father-in-law out of spite, just to spite him, because he wants to taunt him that he's having sex with his daughter.
Which
Or
is such a
daughters,
weird
as he
thing to
claims.
do,
He had
by
sex
the
with
way.
both of them.
Yeah.
It is. It's so fucking weird. It's also weird for the father-in-law to even indulge him on Twitter and like join the trolling. It's a bizarre family dynamic. But he went to Portugal, as you remember, to spite a guy called Andy Warski, just to show him I can go to Portugal and you can't. And he got his ass kicked. And then he returned to Portugal just to spitefully prove the point that he can go to Portugal without getting his ass kicked and have a nice vacation. And he got his ass kicked again. And the only reason that he put a ring on May, the only reason that these two people got married, is out of spite, because everybody kept making fun of her and saying that she's never going to be a wife. That is the only reason. He went to fucking Las Vegas and he had a literal Elvis wedding with her.
You are living
and,
a high life of luxury if you go on a vacation just to prove you won't get your ass kicked there.
Well,
He's going to
but
be in debt. Right? He's taking out loans
He
to
has
fucking
to.
afford these trips.
I think he has pay pigs. I think
Maybe.
they genuinely just pay for him.
Well,
But
the
I don't know,
lolcow-
man.
the
That is so
people-
not Ralpha, though.
The people
That's
who
not
walk
Ralpha with
lol
them.
cows are probably feeding it too, right? Is there some sort
Yeah,
of
it has
funnel
to
through
be.
which they give him money to do stupid shit?
By watching,
No,
maybe?
people, not that I've seen. No. Not
He
really.
also-
People don't like to give.
You missed another really important one. He went to challenge a pedophile to a fight and got his ass beat then too. Wasn't that
God.
that was him, right?
And the pedophile, as you might remember, this is why you shouldn't feel bad for the bride, by the way. She is Digibro's ex. They used to date, and Digibro is an open and avowed pedophile himself. If you don't remember Digibro, actually, do I have a clip? Give me
I don't
one
know what the
sec,
fuck
because
a Digibro is.
Is there deepfake
This
part
guy
of him I can see?
reviews. He's a YouTuber who used to review anime. Maybe he still does. He
So there is
reviews
deepfake
anime
porn,
on
okay.
YouTube. He at some point called into the Dick Show, Dick Masterson, and it sounded like this.
However, I will say this, Digibro. I don't know if this is accurate because I don't know the terminology of like anime shit, but you are self-professed, what is it, lolicon fan?
Yes.
Does that mean that, what does that mean?
It means that I am a huge fan of illustrations of little girls getting fucked.
Oh,
Bro,
now,
Jesus.
So
why would you? Even if you were into lolicon for whatever reason, why would you describe it like that?
That man had conviction in his voice.
Yeah, he was
I am a
very proud of that.
huge fan of Like, he had no fear in saying that. Oh my god.
What
if
the
you guys want me to
fuck?
talk about Digibro, I can do that on the next episode too. He's one of those very proud, I'm a lolicon. What's a big deal, bitch? I'm not gonna touch a real child. What's the big deal? Also, I have sexual trauma. Digibro's whole thing is that he claims that he imagines himself as the little child getting molested.
Okay, gross. But so Ethan Ralph.
That makes it so much better.
Yeah, great. Ethan Ralph's wife was connected to Digibro.
They were girlfriend and boyfriend, and she openly admitted many, many times that she is also a lolicon, plays lolicon games, has lolicon posters on her walls.
Bro, what the fuck?
Oh, okay, so for instance, here's a very old tweet from her.
And she's got a
goes
kid
by
now.
Pantsuit Party on the internet. Yes, that's the upsetting part. Took my dad to the bookstore, and he immediately picked up Fruits Basket and said, "Look, it's your favorite, a lolly porn." So she's very open about this, doesn't really deny it, even though I think lately she's been LARPing as a trad wife.
I don't think that's an
Since-
anime. That's not
Yeah,
even
Fruits
lolly
Basket
shit.
is a huge series.
Yeah, it's a super big series. I don't know what that's about. It's a
I
weird
don't know
tweet. But there's also videos of all this. So there's a video of him when Digibro beats his ass. There's a video of him getting his ass beat the first time in Portugal. In fact, you can find more videos of Ethan Ralph on his back like a turtle on its shell after an ass beating than you can of him actually standing up straight.
Can't stand. If you watch the videos of him getting beat, it's not a fight.
It's not. It's a walloping. It's just a walloping.
It's bullying. It's just bullying. That's the reason why random women jump in to defend him, because they literally think he's a fat disabled person getting bullied by a random asshole.
Well, he is,
I'm not
he is
joking.
fat.
If you watch the Portugal video, there was a lady who jumped in to try and defend him and say, "Back off him, leave him alone." And she picked up his phone that he dropped, and he was trying to hand it back to him. She genuinely felt bad to him in the "aw, bless his little heart" kind of way.
I want so
Anyway.
badly to talk to a legitimate fan of Ethan Ralph. I just want to know how. Because he is the exact...
he doesn't come across as alpha or anything, so what does that latch onto?
Yeah, he's so far from anything male, like stereotypical alpha male shit. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. He gets his ass beat all the time. He has public Twitter tantrum meltdowns. He's a sensitive little fucking snowflake. Everything that a traditional alpha male would hate is embodied by Ralph. He's fat.
Exactly.
He's out of shape. He does nothing but
is.
become this fucking punching bag and
Punching
spittoon.
bag.
You know what it is, though? You know what it is?
Public joke.
He never apologizes. He has never once.
That's right. He's the alpha male, the alpha male.
Yeah. He has never once backed down, shown remorse, apologized, said he was sorry. For all his stupid, dumb shit, he just keeps on trucking. He keeps going.
I guess.
That is a good point. That is a really good point. Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, not apologizing isn't in and of itself a virtue. It depends. It also doesn't make you manly.
Oh, no.
It's
no,
very
it's not a good
context
thing.
dependent. And aside from that, he is the opposite of what a man is. A man is supposed to be classically, a provider, a good husband, a devoted father. Ralph is none of these things. He isn't even allowed to see his first child. At the first spat that they have, he calls his wife a whore on Twitter, and gets thrown off planes with her and causes all this fucking problem in her life. Anyway, here's him admitting that he got thrown off the plane. On Twitter, he says, "What's so hard for the geniuses to understand? I got kicked off the plane for telling a bitch to suck my dick and mind her own business. Then Amanda and I decided to work it into a storyline for the dummies to make it look like we broke up. Is it really rocket science, lol? And I tell the bitch to suck my dick again, 10 out of 10 times. Also not banned from Delta, winky face. They don't ban for shit like that. They just throw you off and tell you to come back tomorrow. Oh, and they all bought it hook, line, and sinker, including old Harry."
What a fucking maniac. I'm curious, was he always like this, or is this maybe like a CTE thing from getting his ass beat so many times?
No, he kind of was always like this, I think, for many, many years. If there ever had been a sane and kind-hearted Ralph, I have not seen evidence of any such things.
He reminds me of like the overconfident guy from like high school or something like that archetype.
Yeah, but at least the overconfident guy from high school played sports, was in good shape. Like, this guy has none of that.
Yeah, the bully jock at least was a jock.
Yeah, at the very least.
Well, no,
yeah.
I'm not talking about a bully jock. Not really.
Oh. Somebody replied to him saying, "I saw plenty of your most dedicated fans believe it. Are they morons?" And he says, "No. I felt bad about working my guys. I even worked Dick, Cisco, Giga, Kaz, everyone. No one was in except me and Amanda. Well, and Rosie, lol. Sometimes you gotta work the locker room for that epic reveal. No, you guys are the definitive morons, by the way, to be absolutely clear." So he had to work his friends, you guys. Afterwards,
This was a very important plan.
This is always the low-cow excuse, like we're all just not in on the joke. Basically, it happens so much.
yeah, I was just trolling you. Actually, you're the dummy because you fell for it.
Yeah.
I was just pretending. You know the meme? I was just pretending to be retarded.
Yeah.
So at this point, everyone's making fun of him. At this point, the running theory was, okay, she dumped him. She ran away with the child, and now he's coping on Twitter and making up shit and pretending like it was all just a joke. And the only reason she's keeping her tongue is because he dangled that revenge porn over her head. He may be threatening her, or maybe she just wants to be done with him, whatever. He travels to Rome, takes a selfie, and puts it on Twitter and says, "Amanda sent no more pictures of her, so just me now. Brooks Brothers, Ray-Bans, and surrounded by bad Italia bitches." So the fun part here is, of course, the first sentence. Amanda sent no more pictures of her. And everyone was like, oh, that's convenient. This wife that everyone is speculating is no longer around, doesn't want any more photos taken of herself. This clout-chasing, like, neurotic, lunatic, pedophile wife of yours doesn't want any more photos taken of her. Sure, why not? We'll believe it, Ralph. Everybody makes fun of him for this, and the mockery goes so far that he does in the end relent, and he actually does release a video of her with them in Rome, proving the trolls on the internet wrong. She actually is with him, and for some reason, within the span of like 8 hours, she no longer cared about her privacy and wanted to be on camera again. So they are back together, officially.
That's good. I was worried there. I now believe in romance again.
They're a power couple. It would be a real shame if they split.
Okay, so now here's the running theory. They had a fucking fight on the plane because Ralph literally fucking made fun of her sister and talking about cheating on his bride.
Do you think she really cares about that though? She's with the Ralph male. She's with him.
That's true.
What other man could you want?
It had to be something else. It had to be something. She's already shit on her family and stuff, so I don't think she cares about that. So
Yeah,
there has to be
maybe-
some different
There
angle.
would have
here
to
that
be
they got.
like a spark, teeniest spark of the just female instinct that would get a little upset by you mentioning that you fucked her sister behind her back. You
Yeah,
know
but
what I
she's
mean?
a lolicon. or whatever the fuck it's called. She's into lolly and shit like that. I don't think she's the most sane person either.
Anyway, theory is they had a spat on a fight, they get kicked off. They actually separate. Ralph goes immediately to a bar where he forgot his luggage, by the way, after getting drunk. He drunk tweets and calls her a whore and a fucking bitch and says he has no family, and then he rage quits and goes home to the hotel. The both of them probably realize, okay, this was stupid to do publicly given who we are. Everyone's gonna make fun of us now. Let's pretend that it was all a joke, haha, and we're back together, and we probably shouldn't have blown up at each other to begin with.
Good plan.
That's the theory most people have.
I guess we'll never know for sure, though.
No, but there are so many videos of, like, people on Delta planes losing their shit and getting into fist fights with, like, the hostess because she asked them to take the mask off or mask on or whatever the fuck, and they lose their minds and start screaming. Why don't we have video of this? Why did no one record Ralph?
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's
all
all I
the
wanted to
airplane
see.
drama really makes the rounds on Twitter. You would think someone would have whipped a phone out for this.
Yeah, that is pretty interesting that didn't happen. What a shame.
I wonder if we could feed this into an AI generator and have it produce lifelike footage of the fight.
A recreation.
Oh, yeah, historical footage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I should play this clip. So the clip that he put up to prove that May is with him is this one, filmed in Rome.
Ciao from Rome. Hi, Andy. How'd your last family vacation go? Oh, wait. You killed your child.
Ow! Ouch! No family vacays for you, Andy.
What?
Even his honeymoon, I forgot to tell you guys. So Andy Worski, I don't even know if this is true or what the fuck. They call him an abortionist because I guess his girlfriend had an abortion or some shit. So Ralph, being the alpha male that he is, he would never kill his own child because he's the alpha male. That's his only thing that he has against Andy. My point in playing that clip was, even his fucking honeymoon is about spiting someone on the internet.
Yeah.
He went to fucking Rome just to be able to say, "You're not here, Andy, haha."
What an awful
loser.
existence.
Jesus
what a
Christ.
legitimately awful, miserable existence.
It's a joyless life right there. Holy God.
Well, that's why he drowns himself in alcohol and ass beatings.
To feel something.
Just knock me out, man, please.
Yeah, just hit me as hard as you
I
fucking
don't want to be
can.
the Ralph Male anymore.
They should put him in a clinical coma. Move to Canada and have yourself euthanized, Ethan, if it's that bad. I
Do
don't
you think
know,
he'll go
man.
through a
It's
Pokemon
been
evolution at
interesting.
some point and become like a Sigma male?
Yeah,
No, I think he's
going
gonna
to
end up in jail. He'll just be in jail at some point and we'll stop hearing about him.
Sigma jail.
I'm a Sigma male in Sigma jail.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well,
But yeah, that's the latest on Ethan. Finally got married out of spite, not because he loves his wife. Calls her a whore on the internet.
yeah,
Says
so
it was all
he got
joke.
married just to prove that he couldn't, I guess. Just to prove.
When is the tipping
the
point?
internet right.
When is the tipping point for this man? When eventually one day he just takes a breath, has a seat, looks at what he's done, and says, "Oh my God, I've just been living a life out of nothing of anger and spite."
Well, I can tell you exactly when that's going to happen on his next ass beating where it's so drastic he has to go to the hospital and he spends like 2 days in a medically induced coma and comes out of it and realizes that his whole life has been a fucking waste.
Probably.
Okay, scene out of a movie.
I can tell you that's not the case because that's what happened the first time in Portugal. He was hospitalized. He did get surgery.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't think
He was
there's
in
any
ICU.
limit for him.
Maybe
This guy,
not then, yeah.
Yeah.
I really don't think there's a limit.
Remember,
for him. I think
he
keeps
got
going.
surgery to fix his orbital bone, and that's why his eyes are now lopsided and one is slower than the other. He doesn't learn.
Jesus
He's literally
Christ.
googly-eyed now, and he still doesn't learn. And he was bragging. I don't know if we played the clip of this at the time. He streamed about us, if you guys remember. He streamed for like an hour about Charlie and calling him gay for liking dildos or whatever, and yelling at us.
Yeah,
Fucking got him.
got him.
At some point, he was calling us like names and saying that, oh, these Redditors, they would have let an ass beating ruin their vacation. That's like how this man thinks about life. It's like, yeah, I actually would. I would, like, if I got jumped by 4 dudes and got hospitalized, that would kind of ruin my fucking vacation. That's not fun.
It's pretty fucking impressive that he thinks an ass beating is a thing you should expect while on vacation.
Well, that's his whole fucking life. It's all he knows is the bottom of a bottle and a fucking knuckle sandwich.
The other end of a fist.
It's fucking amazing.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There's so many clips of this man just getting punched, never throwing a punch. Always just getting punched by pedophiles, by random British people.
He's like those wildebeests you see in the nature documentaries where they have 3 lions clinging off the back of them and they're just trying to walk away and just accept it.
I'm trying to get to the bar. Can you guys stop hitting me so hard? All right, boys.
This man is so fucking entertaining.
Sorry, but I gotta head out.
Okay.
All right, thanks for listening to this week's episode of The Official Podcast. Bonus episodes at patreon.com/theofficialpodcast. This one's dedicated to you. What's his name?
Ralph.
Ethan Ralph.
Ethan Ralph.
Yeah.
This one goes out to you, Ethan.
Hope you enjoy Rome.
Oink about me. Oink about me.
All right, see you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.